Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to talk about Shriners Hospital for Children and these healthcare charities who ask people to give money to them. As a kid, I went to Shriners in Oak Park, Illinois after the doctors at Children's Hospital in Milwaukee suggested surgery right away. Every time that I went to Shriners, I get to visit my grandma. The headquarters of Shriners Hospital is located in Tampa, Florida. Originally, it was called Shriners Hospital for Crippled Children. Yes, that still doesn't sit well with me. I am happy they shortened the phrase. They have a global network of hospitals and outpatient centers worldwide. Unlike most hospitals and doctors' offices, we had to apply to Shriners and get accepted, which I do not think most people would know about. I did not know that until my mom told me. I suspect St. Jude Children's Research Hospital works much the same way. Shriners also accept Medicaid as well as private insurance, which most children with disabilities that they serve are on. Now, I have been on Medicaid since the day I was born. I probably will be on Medicaid until I take my dying breath. All of my medical bills, medication, purchase and repairs for my durable medical equipment were sent to my insurance company, which they are covering. I am sure that Medicaid paid for my ankle-foot orthopedic braces. I might have a copay, but it is minimal, $1 or $2. The fluoride that they paint on my teeth is not covered, but the cost is so minimal that I just pay it anyway. With that information in mind, when I see those commercials asking for donations, I tend to take what they say about helping kids with a grain of salt. Not that I think the money is not going to where they say. I just know that they build Medicaid and other funding sources. That does not mean to say that Shriners or St. Jude provide world-class medical care and research, because they do. In a previous video, I told you how I wore ankle-foot orthopedic braces to ensure my feet grew properly that were made by Shriners. I am sure that if I lived in Chicago, I would have gone there for physical therapy and occupational therapy. I don't see my mom or dad driving the 2 hours it took to get to Shriners twice a week, but that was fine because, like I said in a previous video, Wisconsin provided physical therapy and occupational therapy at home instead of the school setting. When I moved to Pennsylvania, I still went to Shrine''S in Chicago. They had a hospital in Erie, which was about 3 hours away, but it gave us an excuse to see my grandparents and other relatives in Chicago and Racine every summer. Besides driving up to Erie and back from Washington in one day, not that fun. When I was 13 or 14, My orthopedic doctor suggested that as long as I could transfer independently, he did not want me to get the tendon release operation. There's most people with cerebral palsy the inability to use their legs, meaning they have to use incontinent products. After I had a gallbladder attack, my primary care doctor at Centerville Clinics recommended that I get it out, and my mother suggested I get a second opinion. I saw my PCP the day after I went to the emergency room. Since it had been bothering me ever since I was in Wisconsin as I was attending my brother's wedding, I wanted it out immediately. My PCP basically told us it had to come out. Even before my consultation with the surgeon, I knew that the risks outweighed the benefits, and I basically had made up my mind. My surgeon said it was so hard that it needed to come out. Places like St. Jude, Shriners, and even children's bill insurance companies, Medicaid, or offer financial aid to families before dipping into other reserves. Let us face it, nothing is free, and we know medical treatment, healthcare in general, is outrageously expensive in America. For example, the nebulizer and albuterol that I got because I came down with pulmonary edema costs between $150 and $300, which was covered by Medicaid. Because we were on vacation and I was sent to go to summer camp, I am sure that the Children's Hospital in Colorado was on the phone with my insurance company in Wisconsin, but they would not have told me. I cannot imagine a child going through cancer. When I got life flighted from New Freeport to Pittsburgh's Children's, due to me going into a grand mal seizure, a hospital social worker met the helicopter, wanting my insurance information. Yeah, as I was being unloaded, they were making sure I could pay. My mom had it all wrote down and handed her the paper as they were wheeling me down to the emergency room. They should have already had my insurance information in their system, since I saw a pulmonologist there anyway. This is why I don't think that people should give money to these hospitals. I am not heartless, nor I am an evil person. I just think that charities need to make sure we know where our money is going before making a donation. As you may or may not know, in the disability community, we do not like giving to charities because we feel like our rights, the right to ride public transportation, or the right to live in the community instead of forced to be warehoused in nursing homes or other institutions, are impeded. Like Johnny Crescendo sings, don't expect your rights in a box. I understand that not all charities are bad. For example, the Traeger Project is a truly wonderful organization that helps victims work through the damage and the trauma that conversion therapy causes. We all should be careful. Please like this video and hit the subscribe button. Check out my other social media accounts in the description below, and I'll see you soon.